Hi everyone, my name is Kit,
And I'm JP.
and we are a licensed financial coach from Jasper Diversified under Jasper Financial, which is located in Alabang. And today, what we are going to discuss with you is magkano ba magsimula ng VUL plan?
Okay, so if you remember, rewind muna tayo. In our previous videos, we've discussed yung different kinds of life insurances. And today, in this video, we're going to discuss more. Yun nga, kung magkano ba magsimula ng VUL.
Yan.
Ayan.
So, we are going to answer that question in this video. And we are going to base the policy that we designed to a 30-year-old male.
Okay. So, tanggalin muna natin yung mga other considerations like kung smoker ba, kung may pre-existing condition ba. Let's assume na all healthy, hindi nagyosi, hindi umiinom walang bisyo.
Hindi overweight or whatever na mga kino-consider ninyo when you're going to get an insurance. So, this is, kumbaga, ito yung skeletal, design ng policy for a 30-year-old male.
Okay. Alright. Huwag mong skeleton. Yung base. Yung mga base model natin. Okay. So, like what mentioned ni Kit kanina, it's based, our illustration is based on a 30-year-old male, assuming we live in a utopic world na everything perfect. Si Mr. 30-year-old guy, bigyan natin ng pangalan, si JP. Yan. Si JP would be able to get a good policy for as low as 100 pesos per day.
Right.
Yan. So, before tayo mag-jump in, ano ba yung 100 pesos per day? Definitely, mas mahal dun sa Starbucks.
Mas mura sa Starbucks.
Mas mura sa Starbucks rather.
It could be a milk tea.
Or it could be a McDonald's meal na hindi ka pa mabubusog. Well, at least ako, hindi pa ako mabubusog doon. So, yeah, 100 pesos per day. So, that's pretty much 3,000 pesos per month. Ayan.
So, to answer your question, we can start your VUL for as low as 100 pesos per day. And that would sum up to 36,000 pesos per month. I mean, 3,000 pesos per month and 36,000 per year.
So, for this, for JP, our ideal guy for this video, pag nagbayad si JP na 3,000 a month or 36,000 pesos a year or 12,000 pesos per quarter, tama na yan. Okay, so, 12,000. 9,000 per quarter. Ang makukuha ni JP would be a very strong coverage of, like, for example, si JP ay nauna na. Kinuha na ni God, sobrang bait niya kasi ideal guy siya. He would be able to get, not him rather, his family or his beneficiary would be able to get 3 million pesos from True Life.
Yes. So, yun yung sinasabi natin na, 'di ba? Kapag narinig natin usually na life insurance agent ako, most of the people would back off because feeling nila, pagkakakitaan lang ako ng insurance agent kasi pag namatay ako, dun na magkakapera yung pamilya ko. But there is nothing wrong with that. 'Di ba? We would what are we protecting with that is the lifestyle of your family, because of course once you pass away, paano mako-continue ng pamilya mo yung lifestyle which you were able to provide them when you were still working, you were still able and capable of doing so. Now, you can say na meron akong mga ari-arian, meron akong mga mapapamanang business sa kanila or whatever na pwede ninyong ibigay or i-pass on sa mga may iwan ninyo. But of course, it is still better if there is a protection na solid, and masasabi natin na whatever happens, malugi si business, or mawala yung mga ari-arian, sure ka na merong tumatakbo for them once you are gone. So, yun yung 3 million pesos na sum assured kung tawagin natin.
Alright, so, yeah, tulad ng sabi ni Kit, it would help your family a lot. Now, let's say naman na hindi ganun ka-severe nangyari kay JP. Let's say na na-aksidente lang siya. Or, na-aksidente siya and naging disabled siya. Now, we'll talk about yung categories of disability in the next video. Pero, assuming lang na si JP gets disabled and is qualified as legally disabled, he would be able to claim 300,000 pesos to help him.
Assistance.
Yes, to help him improve on his lifestyle. Siyempre, kung disabled ka, you won't be able to go to work. Or as simple as you won't be able to get up the bed. Diba?
Right.
So, yun. At least makakatulong yun kay JP to somehow make his life a little more comfortable.
Right. Now, you might be asking, bakit 300,000 lang? Hindi ba pwedeng mas mataas? To answer that question, pwedeng mas mataas. But then again, this design is just the basic. Pero pwede nating baguhin yung mga amounts, yung prices, how much claim you could get, depending on which kind of protection do you think would you be needing the most. Again, it will depend on your lifestyle and your preferences, not ours. This is just an example.
Okay. So, yeah. So, if you want to learn more, let me plug this in. You can visit our Facebook page, Jasper Diversified. Send us a message,
Right.
and we'll definitely be getting in touch with you the soonest. Alright, so we've talked about 3 million sum assured. We talked about 300,000 pesos disability benefit. So, eto na yung part na, but wait, there's more. So, assuming naman si Ideal Guy JP ay natanggalan ng paa or natanggalan ng
Kamay.
daliri, ng kamay, ganyan.
Naputulan ng tenga.
Yes. So, he would be able to claim up to, okay, 500,000 pesos. So, depending on yung severity nung natanggal. So, it cannot be naman it's really fast. Hindi naman pwedeng 500,000 for losing one digit of a finger, right?
Right.
So, yun. So, those things we'll discuss more once you get in touch with us through our Facebook page. Yan. But, yun nga, merong 500,000 pesos available. Now,
For JP.
yeah, so, eto na yung there's more. So, let's talk about accelerated life care benefit. So, assuming si JP would be diagnosed with any of the 36 critical illnesses that is covered by our insurance company.
And, sorry, I just want to insert na based on the financial wellness forum that we recently had, top 3 sa Philippines na critical illness are cancer, heart attack, and ano yung isa pa? Diabetes. So, if your family has a history of those illnesses, might as well decide right now to get an insurance for you or any of your family member that is insurable. So, continue.
Ayan. So, going back, so, if JP would be diagnosed with any of the 36 critical illnesses, JP would be able to claim a maximum amount of 300,000 pesos to help. Now, bakit ito mahalaga? Okay, so let's knock on wood right now 3 times. Assuming si JP ay na-diagnosed with cancer. Right? Cancer requires chemotherapy, the least. Right? And how much is one session? Diba? The person has cancer, could not go to work, could not earn for a living, and has to pay regularly for the treatments, and it's not cheap. So at least merong somehow a little amount to help JP overcome that illness.
So, you might say na, okay lang, meron naman akong HMO sa office, but how sure are you that you're still working at the time that you are diagnosed with that critical illness, right? Or, like for example, at this time of the pandemic, marami sa ating mga employees na nawala ng trabaho, na nag-resign, napilitang mag-resign, or wala talagang income at all. So, that 300,000 coverage that you're gonna get from your insurance claim is really going to be a big help. Especially that there are lots of people starting 20 years old and above nadadiagnose na ngayon ng heart attack, diabetes. Nakakagulat kasi pabata ng pabata yung nagkakaroon ng critical illness.
Correct.
When we were young, ang alam natin, magkakasakit ka, magkaka-heart attack ka pag matanda ka na eh.
Pagkaputi na ang buhok mo.
But now, critical illness, wala na siyang pinipiling edad. And that is the reality. I'm sure that you may know someone from your circle of friends, from your relatives, family members, or anyone na kakilala lang ninyo na na-diagnose ng critical illness at an early age. Kasi it's not something new at this time, diba? So, ayan. 300,000 is really a big help. But then again, as I mentioned earlier, it's not just a 300,000 fix. It will depend on how much coverage you would be needing. Ayan.
Right. So, to summarize and recap, yung 4 basic na coverages of our life insurance with our company would be the sum assured of, in this illustration, 3 million, total and permanent disability of 300,000, death, accidental death and disablement of 500,000, and then sabi niya. And then, yung for the critical illnesses of 300,000. Now, for this illustration, we were also able to put in riders or yung extras. Now,
Top up, something like that.
Now, before we proceed, I'd like to verbalize na there's this quote that we always see as financial coaches that it says na life insurance is like fun. It gets more expensive when you grow older. So,
which is true.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm saying this is because yung illustration natin is for a 30-year-old. Now, again, i-reinforce ko lang yung sinabi ni Kit twice earlier na this is an illustration and it would depend on you. Alright, so going back. For this illustration, we were able to put in additional benefits such as hospital income of 1,000 pesos per day.
Right.
So, hindi namin masyadong explain to, but in essence, ito yung tutulong sa inyo pag na-hospital kayo and wala na kayong sweldo.
Correct.
Right? So, of course, our company is superb. So, we also have long-term life insurance, long-term hospital income. So, that's around 1,000 pesos per day then.
When you get hospitalized.
Yan. So,
But then, of course, to add on that, if you will be getting a hospital income, it's optional kasi whether you would like to have your policy with hospital income or without hospital income. Of course, if you're gonna opt to get the one with hospital income, dapat meron din tayong proof na talagang nag-i-income tayo. Kasi kung wala tayong income, why would be getting the hospital income, right? Kasi the purpose of the hospital income is to compensate kung ano po yung mawawala sa inyo because you cannot work for the reason that you are admitted to the hospital. Naka-confine kayo. So, to have that income na per day ninyo, na kinikita ninyo dapat, meron kayong hospital income para makakompensate siya. And that is on top of the other coverages na na-mention ni JP kanina. Ayan.
Alright.
So, I hope that in this video, we were able to answer your question. How much is it to start in applying or getting a VUL plan? But wait, there's more. Ayan, because as mentioned in our previous video, right, VUL is money when you die and money if you don't die. So, yung money if you don't die is because there's an investment part in getting VUL. And for the investment part po, yun yung iniipon mong pera. So, on top of the insurance coverage that our company's given you, your money is also going to the stock market, which is handled by our funds manager. Ayan. So, if for example, your retiring age is, let's say, 60 years old, you're currently at 30 years old, diba? So, magbabayad ka na insurance until such time that you decide to retire at 60. Yung investment money mo, or yung money na napupunta sa investment part ng VUL mo, you could get as much as around 3 million pesos. And that is a projected amount depending on the stock market. But the 3 million pesos retirement funds that you could get is it could be higher, it could be lower than that. But the most important thing is you have a retirement funds.
Correct.
Now, kung workaholic ka and you think that 60 is really too early for you to retire, malakas ka pa and you'd like to retire at around 65, which is the maximum age here in the Philippines to retire, diba? You could get as much as about 4.3 million pesos from your investment money, which is not bad because if you're 30 years old and you haven't started saving yet for the future, or hindi pa naman million-million yung nasa-save mo talaga for your retirement, diba? Why not get VUL, which will only cost you 100 pesos per day? Tiisin mo lang muna na mag 3-in-1 coffee ka and wag ka muna mag Starbucks. Bumili ka muna ng Nesty na, ano yan, yung milk tea na naka-sachet, and yun muna yung milk tea mo for the next X number of years until your salary increases and you can afford to pay both your insurance and your other luho. Then, you'll be all good after retirement. Alright? So, we are not going to really elaborate yet about this, the investment part and the specifics of the investment part and the coverages of the life insurance, but we will be glad to hear your thoughts about it. Please again visit our Facebook page, which is Jasper Diversified, or you comment down below on the comment section. What are the things that you'd like to find out? You can send us a message through the Facebook page. You can comment below, and we'll be happy to read them, and we are going to consider having them in our upcoming videos.
Great. So, that's the end of the video. Again, just to reiterate, the numbers that we provided are for illustration purposes only. So, hindi siya definite numbers. Okay? Alright. So,
you could get the same amount though, if you're happy to get that amount.
yeah,
But
correct.
if you'd like it remodified for you, whatever suits you, then we can also do that.
Alright, so don't forget to hit the like button and the bell icon. And see you in the next video.
Alright, thank you so much guys for watching.
Bye-bye.